This presentation explains the intent and purpose of Core Requirement 10, Transport. The intent of the transport requirements in Core 10 is to ensure safe, legal, and secure transport of all electronic equipment, components, and materials. Transport focuses on 4 key areas: packing, security, documentation, and legal requirements. Proper packing for transport is an important consideration because packaging needs vary significantly depending on what's being transported. For instance, items that are intended for reuse must be packaged in a manner to protect them from damage during transport so that they arrive in good working condition. This may mean individually packaging each device or packaging groups of devices together with appropriate separators and support. Reusable items are very rarely packed in bulk without any separation. Additionally, focus materials or other potentially hazardous items must be packed in a manner to control any dangerous conditions during transport. This may include the use of plastic liners inside containers to contain any spills or leakage, or isolating battery contacts to prevent short circuits and the risk of fire. To protect from theft or other unintended access, proper security during transport of electronics is critical, especially for data-bearing devices. Transportation security can involve basic controls, such as concealing the contents of the shipment from general view. It also includes more detailed transport planning, such as the use of trailer seals or other security measures, and having processes in place to ensure that they're properly implemented by shippers and transporters. Of course, once shipments are properly secured, they also need to be tracked to ensure that they arrive as planned at the intended destination. With any shipment, there's always some sort of documentation required to identify key information related to that shipment. Generally, this includes things such as the contents of the shipment and gross and net weights, as well as clearly identifying the shipper, receiver, and transporter. Typically, standard shipping documentation is used, but depending on the origin and destination of the shipment, additional documentation such as import-export or hazardous materials declarations may also be required. The key to proper documentation, as well as the shipment itself, is that all contents are properly identified and are labeled with the appropriate shipping terms, descriptions, codes, and other relevant details. The final consideration for transport is to ensure that all transporters used by the R2 facility meet all of the legal requirements for that shipment, as identified by the R2 facility in its legal compliance plan. This may include things such as confirming the transporter possesses the required permits or licenses, and that they use the proper shipping documentation with accurate item descriptions and shipping codes. By confirming these details, the R2 facility can help to ensure the legal compliance of every shipment. To summarize, the requirements in Core 10 are intended to ensure safe, secure, and legal transport of all electronic equipment, components, and materials. For more information about the R2 v3 standard, visit the R2 Knowledge Base on the SARI website.